see some ID, sir?
Welcome to Later On, one of our special Indie Round concerts, filmed at London's Subterranea Club. This concert features 3 veteran songwriters: Jimmy Webb, whose songs have been performed by a galaxy of stars including Glenn Campbell, Donna Summer and the Four Tops, and Nick Lowe, who's had many hits including What's So Funny About Peace, Love and Understanding, and Chip Taylor, who wrote Angel of the Morning and Wild Thing. Here they are, please enjoy them.
I was a highwayman, along the coach roads I did ride, with the sword and pistol by my side. And many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier left his lifeblood on my blade. Bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn to Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they say that I got killed, but I am a living still. Perhaps I always will, I don't know. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound, but I am still around. Seems like it all goes round and round, round and round and round. Yes, it does, but when here we go, I'll fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but something will remain, and I'll be back again. I'll be back again. Yes, I will. But when here we go, but we'll all be back again. We will, and here we go, but we'll all be back again.
For those of you who don't know, I was out of the music business for a while. When I was writing my hits and recording, I had a part-time career as a gambler. And somewhere around 1979, I figured I couldn't do both at the same time, so I gave up music. And so my mom got sick a couple of years ago, and I started to sing for her like I did when I was a teenager. And I got that spirit back as to why I was in this business in the first place, which had nothing to do with the business of music. It had to do with music. So every once in a while I wrote with somebody else, and one of the people that I liked writing most with was a friend of mine named Al Gorgoni, a wonderful guitar player from New York. And this little piece became one of the Hollies' big hits, and also a big hit for Linda Ronstadt. And Nick, you gonna help me out here a little bit?
I don't know Linda's version of this.
Well, I try, I can't say goodbye. Know that it's wrong, I should be so strong, but the thought of you gone makes me want to hold on. Feel so bad, baby, ooh, it hurts me when I think about your love and desert me. I'm the broken-hearted toy you play with. Baby, you got me going, I need you, baby. I can't let go and I want to, baby. I gotta have it, you know, honey, I can't let go. Though I'm just one of your lovers, and I know there are so many others, you do something strange to me now, baby. Come on, baby, baby, got me going, I need you, baby. I can't let go and I want to, baby. I gotta have it, you know, honey, I can't let go. I try, I can't say goodbye. Know that it's wrong, I should be so strong, but the thought of you gone makes me want to hold on. Honey, you got me going, I can't let go. Gotta have it, you know, honey, I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. No, can't let go. Thanks. Thanks.
My turn now. Well, local boy. I'm going to do a song which I wrote in Australia. The song has got nothing actually to do with Australia. In fact, I wrote it while I was over there on tour during the 3 years in the mid-80s when I quit drinking. And I'm sure things have changed now, but back then, if you were a teetotal in Australia then, it was at best irritating behaviour to the locals, and at worst a sort of national affront to the host nation. So I spent a lot of time in my room, and I wrote this song. There's a cool wind blowing in the sound of happy people at a party given for the gay and debonair. There's an organ blowing in the breeze for the dancers hid behind the trees. but I ain't never gonna see what's shaking on the hill. That I someday may be joining in's just wishful thinking, 'cause admission's only guaranteed to favored few. There's a waiting list and plenty more in a long line leading to the door. So I'll never know for sure what's shaking on the hill. I'm too blue to be played with, and I get heartaches, so they tell me no dice. It isn't allowed in that carefree crowd to be seen with tears in your eyes. So I make out I don't wanna know, but I'm the pretender, kicking cans round while that happy sound keeps cracking on. Though I long so strong to be inside, where the blues is where I do reside. So I'll forever be denied what's shaking on the hill. Though I long so strong to be inside, with the blues is where I do reside. So I'll forever be denied what's shaking on the hill. What's shaking on the hill? What's shaking on the hill? What's shaking, what's shaking, what's shaking, what's shaking, shaking on the hill? What's shaking on the hill?
Well, I was raised a good part of my life in West Texas, Buddy Holly country. Galveston, Texas was sort of like our version of the Riviera, I suppose. I never saw much of it, but when I moved to Hollywood and had a hit record called Galveston, they decided that they wanted to give me the key to the city. So I dressed for the occasion. I went down to Pierre Cardin, and I got the fashion of the season for Pierre Cardin was the spacesuit collar with the ring zipper that pulled all the way down the front. And I went down to Galveston Bay for the Shrimp Festival, and rode in a parade. And that was when I first realized that Galveston was a blue-collar neighborhood. And as I rode along in the convertible with the Shrimp Queen and the being pelted with shrimp by the workers who absolutely loathed my Cardin suit, I don't know. It was something that I would never want to repeat, but it had a certain bizarre charm at the same time.
Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea winds blowing. I still see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing. While I watch the cannon flashing, and I clean my gun, and I dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there all for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying before I dry the tears she's crying, before I see your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston. Oh, 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 at Galveston. Oh, at Galveston.
Here's a song I wrote back in 1966, and the boys are going to help me with this one. And I remember the morning I wrote that. I knew what I wanted to write about that morning, but I didn't know how to frame it. And I hated most of the pop music that I was listening to the day, and I hadn't heard any of Jimmy's at the time. And most of the things I heard were kind of silly. You know, pop things were very clicky sounding and very pop. Anyway, I didn't want to write one like that, but I heard Ruby Tuesday on the radio that morning, and I loved that. It had such passion. And I wanted to write a song with that kind of passion, and this is what I wrote. There'll be no strings to bind your hands, not if my love can't bind your heart. And there's no need to take a stand, for it was I who chose to start. She said, I see no need to take me home. I'm old enough to face the dawn. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Then slowly turn away. Maybe the sun's light will be dimmed, and it won't matter anyhow. If morning's echo says we've sinned, well, it was what I wanted now. She said, and if we're victims of the night, I won't be blinded by the light. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Then slowly turn away. I won't beg you to stay. Through the tears of the day, of the years, baby, oh my baby. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, oh my baby. Just call me angel of the morning. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks, man.
I used to play that tune with Billy Davis. I had a job in her backing group. Do you remember Billy Davis? Wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. And employer. A very good employer as well. This is a song that Johnny Cash recorded. Without love, I am half human. Without love, I'm more machine. Without love, there's nothing doing. I am dying. Without love, without love, I am an island all by myself in the heartbreak sea. Without love, there's no denying. I am dying without love. For there is nowhere I can run, and there is no hiding place, sticking out like a sore thumb by the gloomy look upon my face. Without love, I'm incomplete. Without love, I am not whole. Without love, I'm barely on my feet. I am dying without love. For there is nowhere I can run, and there is no hiding place, sticking out like a sore thumb by the gloomy look upon my face. Well, without love, I'm incomplete. And without love, I am not whole without love. I'm barely on my feet. I am dying without love. Oh yes, I'm dying without love. Oh yes, I'm dying, dying, dying without love.
Thank you. You know, no matter how bad things get, you can always look around and find somebody who's having a worse time than you're having. It's one of the, in a way, it's a positive way of looking at life. For instance, right now you've got Bill Clinton to look at. But in our country, all you have to do is walk up to the corner and look around. You see that bum on the corner of the street? He used to be worth plenty, now he's just a deadbeat. He was once a millionaire, off on a round-the-world cruise. He met a singer on a love boat way down south. She made a pass, she kissed him on the mouth. They started in singing together. He joined the band and paid his dues. Bought a shark skin zootie and a diamond ring for cutie. Quit the stock exchange and signed himself a record contract. He hired a manager and a booker. He toured with John Lee Hooker. He played right here as a matter of fact. But there he lays, all bumped and bruised. He used to go to Gucci, now he got no shoes. I guess it only goes to show you, nobody likes to hear a rich boy sing the blues. He'd act real snooty, yeah, he'd buy a little tootie. He acted like he knew what it was all about. He had a crocodile boot where he kept all the loot until the toot and the cash ran out. The record stiffed, he hit the booze, the thrush and the drummer ran off to Veracruz. I guess it only goes to show you, nobody likes to hear a rich boy sing the blues. I guess it only goes to show you, nobody likes to hear a rich boy sing the blues.
I wrote a song a couple of weeks ago about the president, and I asked the guys if they minded if I sang a political song, and it's not on any of my albums, but yet, or anything. Probably never will be, but anyway, it goes like this. Well, old Bill is lying wounded, and if Betty gets the knife, she'll stick it in again. Not on purpose, she won't. He should have known it all along, she was the wrong one. He should ever ask to lie. And old Tony's got a right to say it's wrong to pray and not let someone live again. But we're talking the president here, and it's been a wild, wild year. And I have had my pants down on occasion when the window was wide open, but somebody pulled down the blinds, thank God. I have had some feelings of elation that I'd rather you not know. And every one of us who rides a bus has sometimes owned a gun that's smoking. But we're talking the president here, and it's been a wild, wild year. And I don't wonder, I just don't believe. Don't try to change me, let go of my sleeve. Wrong don't make right, when truth is a lie. Just turn out the lights. I'll tell you why. This party is over. It has nothing to do with the Democratic Party or anything like that. And I voted for the president before, and if he was able to run again, I'm sure I'd vote for him again. But just some thoughts. And Hillary, you hit the wall and turned around and told us all you'd handle it. Maybe you should have been sitting there. And we watched you rise above the storm and hold him warm in your heart of hearts. And Bill, you done so much that's good, but Christ, how did you think that we would stand for this? Hell, we're talking the president here, and it's been a wild, wild year. And I don't wonder, I flat out don't believe. Don't try to change me, let go of my sleeve. Wrong don't make right when truth is a lie. Just turn out the lights. I'll tell you why. This party's over.
There's a kind of man that you sometimes meet, worlds passing him by on winged feet. He walks around with his senses numb. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I've become. The kids all know him, 'cause when they play, he comes and shoos them away. He's irritated by everyone. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I've become. The friends he had are so-called now. They all slipped away somehow. He's had the blues much more than some. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I become. He won't go to church, 'cause his faith's all gone. The sweet singing of the choir will only drive him home. As for comfort, he hasn't got a crumb. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I've become. He won't go to church, it's too loud for him now. The sweet singing of the choir, nothing but a row. His heart's a prune when it once was a plum. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I've become. If you know him, that's the kind of man that I've become.
Song is now being recorded by, surprisingly enough, by a lot of young bands. You can knock me over with the feather. But I was down in Nashville 2 or 3 weeks ago and met up with an old partner of mine named Glenn Campbell. I was really glad to see him, and reminded once again what an incredible, unfortunately in our nation, underrated talent this guy is. And heard him singing this song one more time and thought, well, there was at least one time in my career when God looked down and waved his magic wand and said, that singer and that song shall go together. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, I can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita Lineman is still on the line.
I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south can never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. The Wichita Lineman is still on the line.
And I need you more than want you,
And I want you for all time.
and the Wichita Lineman is still on the line.
Here's a song that was a big hit in England, and this thing became a big hit all of a sudden. It was going to be my first big smash hit, and it was hit here and coming to the States, and I was so excited. And the record company executive called me up one day, and he said, "Your song could never be a hit any place except for England." He said, "Trust me, I know this market." So the first week it came out, I didn't even look at the trades. I was so discouraged. And the second week it was out, I opened the trades up, and there's this full-page ad for the other side of the record with my side just mentioned at the very bottom as the B-side. And then a week and 2 weeks later, I was opening the trades, and I saw this thing where they had the little cities top 10, a little, and there were about 20 of them in one page in Billboard. And I noticed that in Houston, my song was #1. I said, look at this, it's not even getting promoted, it's #1. I turned the page, Boston, #1. I looked around, I found it #1 in 4 cities that week. And the next week, it was #1 in 40 cities. And the next week, it went to #1 in the United States, I think in 6 weeks, and the guy called me on the phone, he said, so I made a mistake. So anyway, here's a song he said can never be a hit. Sing it with me, you know it. 2, 3. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. Wild thing, I think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. So come on and hold me tight. I love you, wild thing. Come on, you make my heart sing, baby. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. Jimmy Webb, here we go. Wow, I don't believe this.
Wild thing, I think you move. But I won't know for sure. Come on, suck it to me. You move.
Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Come on now, wild thing. Let's get a little quiet, boys. Let's get a little gentle. Let me hear you out there. Come on. Wild thing. Chunky chomp, down, 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 down. You make my, come on, heart sing. Chunky chomp, down, down, down. You make everything groovy. Come on, wild thing. Shake it, wild thing. Say something, Nick.
You move me.
Shake it one time for me, baby. Thanks very much. Thanks. Isn't that great to hear Jimmy play a solo on Wild Thing? And the You Move Me guy over here. Great, Nick. Thanks.
Pleasure. I'm going to play my Wild Thing now. No, I couldn't say that, but it's neither is it my Up and Away or any of the others. But anyway, this one's paid a few bills in its time as well. So. As I walk this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity. Oh yeah, I ask myself, is all hope gone? Is there only pain, hatred, and misery? Oh yeah. And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? And as I walk on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong? And who are the trusting? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony now? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? So where are the strong? Who are the trusting? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony now? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Understanding, brother. Understanding, sister. Understanding.